3 hours after the fight, you finally calm down. And that's when it hits you. What you said, how you said it, the look on their face. Now you're clear-headed. Now you can see you overreacted. Now you wish you could take it back. But where was this clarity 3 hours ago when you actually needed it? Because in that moment, you weren't thinking. You were reacting. That's the problem with anger. The moment you need your brain the most, it abandons you. You can't think, can't reason, can't see straight. And by the time your mind comes back, the damage is already done. This isn't just a feeling. Something is actually happening inside your head. Something that's been understood for thousands of years and confirmed by brain science only recently. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 63, Krishna says, "From anger comes delusion. From delusion, confusion of memory. From confusion of memory, the destruction of intellect. And when intellect is destroyed, one is lost." Let me break this down because every word here matters. Krishna is describing 4 stages, like dominoes falling. Stage 1, anger arrives. Someone wrongs you, someone disrespects you, something doesn't go your way, anger rises. Stage 2, delusion follows. You stop seeing the situation clearly, everything gets twisted, small things look huge, you see attacks where there might be misunderstandings, reality gets distorted through the filter of anger. Stage 3, your memory gets confused. You can't recall things accurately anymore. What they said, what you said, what actually happened versus what you think happened. It all blurs. Stage 4, your intellect gets destroyed. You can't think logically, can't weigh options, can't consider consequences. The part of you that makes smart decisions just disappears. Final result, you're lost, acting on impulse, saying things you'll regret, making choices that hurt you, operating like someone else entirely. That's what Krishna observed, a clear sequence. Anger doesn't just make you feel bad, it systematically dismantles your ability to think. Now I'll show you the same process from the lens of modern science. What's actually happening inside your brain when this plays out. Your brain basically operates in 2 modes, and whichever mode you're in decides the kind of person you become in that moment. Mode 1 is thinking mode. You're calm, rational, able to solve problems and see the bigger picture. This is you at your best. Mode 2 is survival mode. Danger detected. All systems focused on one thing. React now, think later. Here's the thing. You can't be in both modes at the same time. When survival mode activates, thinking mode shuts down. Has to. That's how your brain is wired. So when anger hits, here's the chain reaction inside your head. Deep in your brain sits a small structure called the amygdala. Think of it as the panic button, the alarm system. It's watching for threats constantly. The second it senses you're being attacked, physically or emotionally, it fires. Boom! Alarm activated. What happens next? Your amygdala sends an emergency signal to your body. Release the stress chemicals. Now, 2 main chemicals flood your system within seconds: cortisol and adrenaline. These aren't just making you feel angry, they're changing how your brain operates. Let me show you where they go. First stop, the hippocampus. That's your brain's memory storage center, the place that helps you remember what actually happened. When cortisol hits the hippocampus, it interferes with how memories get processed. Things you usually remember clearly, now they're fuzzy. Details get scrambled. Your brain starts filling in gaps with assumptions instead of facts. This is why 2 people can be in the same argument and walk away with completely different stories. Both hippocampi got flooded with stress chemicals. Both memories got distorted. Nobody's lying. Both brains just can't access clear memory anymore. That's the confusion of memory Krishna described. Next stop, the prefrontal cortex. This is the front part of your brain, right behind your forehead. This is your thinking center, the CEO of your brain. Logic lives here. Reasoning lives here. Understanding consequences lives here. Making wise choices lives here. When those stress chemicals surge, blood flow to your prefrontal cortex decreases. Research shows it can drop activity by 20 to 30% during intense anger. Your thinking brain doesn't completely turn off, but it dims significantly. Imagine trying to make an important decision with only 70% of your brain working. That's what's happening. This is why I say, Never trust your decisions when you're angry. You can't see options clearly, can't think through consequences, can't access the wisdom you normally have. The part of you that knows better is offline. That's the destruction of intellect, Krishna described. Meanwhile, your amygdala, the alarm system, is running the show, and it only knows one thing: threat detected, respond aggressively. No nuance, no context, no bigger picture, just react. So now you're operating with distorted perception, confused memory, and diminished thinking, all while your alarm system is screaming at you to fight. This is why you become a different person when anger takes over. It's not a character flaw. Your brain has literally switched modes. Survival mode is running. Thinking mode is barely online. From anger comes delusion. That's your distorted perception. From delusion comes confusion of memory. That's your hippocampus impaired. From confusion of memory comes destruction of intellect. That's your prefrontal cortex going dim. And when intellect is destroyed, you're lost, making choices you'll regret. Krishna mapped the internal sequence. Neuroscience explained the biology. Same truth, different language. Now here's what you do with this. You can't stop the amygdala from firing. That's automatic. Someone triggers you, the alarm goes off. That's not in your control. But there's a gap. A small window between the trigger and the full hijack. About 6 to 10 seconds. That's how long it takes for the stress chemicals to fully flood your system and shut down your prefrontal cortex. If you can catch yourself in that window, pause, take a deep breath, stay quiet. You interrupt the process. Deep breathing does something specific. It activates what's called the parasympathetic nervous system. That's your brain's calm down signal. It tells your amygdala, false alarm, we're okay, stand down. When that happens, blood flow returns to your prefrontal cortex. Your thinking brain comes back online. Memory clears. You can see the situation accurately again. You don't suppress the anger. You just don't let it hijack your entire system. 10 seconds of silence. One conscious breath. That's the difference between saying something you can never take back and responding like someone you'd actually respect. I'm not saying anger is bad. I'm saying unconscious anger is dangerous. Anger will keep showing up. That's part of being human. But now you know what's really happening. Your alarm system firing. Stress chemicals released. Memory scrambled. Thinking brain dimming. That feeling of clarity and power anger gives you? It's a lie. You're actually at your weakest. Your dumbest. Your least capable. The real power is in the pause. Keeping your intellect intact. Staying in control when everything inside you wants to explode. Krishna knew it thousands of years ago. Your brain proves it every single time. Next time anger rises, remember, you've got about 10 seconds before your brain checks out. Use them wisely. I'm telling you this because once you see it, you can't unsee it. If this helped you understand what's really happening, share it. Like it. Subscribe for more where ancient wisdom meets brain science.